Alexander, how you doing? Somebody wants to see. You just woke up. I thought you just woke up. Hi, Barry. You just woke up. Hi, everybody. Hi, Rose. Glasses. Cannot be any bigger. Read this one here. Can you see this one here? Thank you, Barry. Thank you so much. Hi, happy Sunday to everybody. Hope you're all had a beautiful week. A good month too. A good month. Oh yes, the month of January. Absolutely best month. My month. Isn't my month. Can you see the people, Xander? Are you looking at the comments? You reading the comments, Xander? Because he's holding his hand in contemplation. Yes. Are you reading the stream, Xander? Hi, Erica. Hi, everybody. Hi, Derek. We had the lawyers on last week. I hope you were here and you heard what the lawyers were saying about divorce and wills. Yes, that was some valuable content. Valuable, yes. And some of you would have emailed the lawyer through the link. So congrats, you're actually on your way. If you still want the link, we have it. So we'll put it in the chats as well. Mm-hmm. Hi, I'm still hoping to see you all in July. That's Derek. Yes, Derek. Well, if the planes are flying, I'm sure you'll be here in July. This week it was announced by Canada that Canadians cannot come to Jamaica for this month. Oh no. For the month of February, is it? Oh no. Yes, I'm so sorry to hear that because I know a lot of my Canadians are looking, Jamaican Canadians are looking to come to Jamaica. We're looking to come in February, right? And they have been trying to get here from last year and just have not been able to make it, right? Mm-hmm. So Cara is asking, grandson, nephew. Oh yes, Tony's nephew. Yes. My grandson. And he's a real thinker, you know, he's really looking at the screen and, you know, really taking it in, isn't? All right. Happy Sunday to you, everybody. So thank you so much for joining. This is where we take your real estate questions. Oh, here's the first question. I know we had some left over from last week. Food Explorer wants to know, good evening, beautiful ladies. Tony, did you start your YouTube channel? I did the first video today. I'm actually still in the process of editing it. When I upload Mom's video tomorrow for her channel, I will put my link for my channel there as well. But I think I have the link here, actually. So I can give you the link before I post the first video. That way you get the announcement. All right. Let me see if I can find it. So those of you who want to subscribe to Toni-Ann's channel, where she'll be talking about your journey with fibroids, is it? Yes. Is that all you'll be talking about? That will be the start of it. Hey. And then once I get rid of the fibroids, then I'll talk about other things, because after this, I think I'm going to try and get pregnant. So I'll record all of that for everyone to see as well. Oh, my goodness. Xander, you will have a little cousin soon. Okay, so there's a link. Sunday, and I'll post the first video tomorrow. Let's see if there's any other questions. Tips on finding something. Shima wants to know, any tips on finding owners of vacant properties after doing the title search? Yeah, can Google the names. Oh, Google and Facebook. So if you happen to want to buy one of my empty lots, and you do a title search and you say, yes, it's Claudia Davis. Mm-hmm. You can just Google Claudia Davis.
Well, they would find you pretty
They would
easy.
find me very easy, right?
Mm-hmm. And what about asking?
Google Toni-Ann until you find her.
What about like asking the neighbors?
Yeah, so that's the second point. So the first thing is to just Google the name of everybody. The second, because most persons have some social media account now that's gonna pop up, right?
Mm-hmm.
The second thing is ask the neighbor. So go next door, go across the street, go 2-3 doors down. Say, hey, I'm looking for this person. Who owned the lot? Don't tell them you want to buy it, do it. Find something else to tell them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But ask them. Usually they're in touch with somebody on the road.
Okay.
Yeah, usually. The other way, there's another way to do it. All right. So you go to the title search, and you pull the title and you find the address. Usually the title will have an address that the person had used when they were buying the place.
Mm-hmm.
So you can send a mail to that address, a nice little letter to say, hey, I see you have a property in a vacant lot in Patrick City, and I would like to offer you 10 million for it. Make the offer. Don't waste time, write the letter. And do not make the offer.
Right, because they might see the letter and just ignore it.
Right. Make the offer. Put your contact numbers and everything in there. You can also go to that location that you have. So on the title itself, it will say Claudia Davis at 15 Jonestown Road.
Mm-hmm.
I would have bought the property when I lived at 15 Jonestown Road. So you can go visit 15 Jonestown Road and see if the person is still living there.
Okay.
Sometimes they're still living there, or relatives are there, or again, the neighbor
knows you.
might know Claudia Davis and say, yeah, I know Claudia Davis. Leave your business card, take the neighbor's phone number, be in touch, let them know you want to find the
Question,
person.
Mom. Can you do a title search for the person's name to see like all the properties that they have? Because it may be they're not living at 15 Jonestown anymore, but another property that they've bought after.
No. The title search is not by name.
Oh, it's just by
It's just
property.
by property, yes, the valuation number or the volume of folio.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have, or the address.
Or the address.
You have to have that.
Okay.
Those things are like needle in a haystack, people. When people want to sell their property, they put a sign on it. They raise their hands. It's in the gleaner. They give it to a real estate agent like myself who push it on YouTube, Facebook, all about saying, the place is for sale. Sometimes the persons are deceased too. No beneficiary in sight.
Okay, so it's like
they
probate and those things going through.
If there's a beneficiary in sight.
But isn't there always a beneficiary? Doesn't the government benefit from it if there's no heir? If
there's no heir, the government will get it, So you really and truly, I would just drive around the neighborhood and look for properties in the area that are selling and just buy that.
Okay.
Might take you, and then, because I've had persons who have actually come to my house, knock on the door, remember Tony, and say, Miss Davis. Of course, I know him fine upon the title. Miss Davis, I know that you own that property so and so, and I'm offering. What you mean offer again? 13 million?
Yeah, I think so.
I said, listen, man, I'm not sniffing coke. You see, I'm not a cokehead. You want that place to buy? 100 million you have to go pay me for. That's how much I'm not selling it, everybody. He say, all right, when you're ready, sell it to me, 14. You know, Zans. If you know, say you're your own Zans. Zans. If you know, say you and your cousin there.
All right. Let me see if there's any other questions.
Mm-hmm.
Doreen says, hi, ladies. My second time. It's until April 30th. Canada is until April 30th. And the UK too. Oh, no. I didn't realize it was that long. It's a real lockdown.
That is something else. I've been saying to persons, I say, if you want to come to Jamaica to live, you should have left last year.
It's last year.
Leave last year when the planes opened up. The window was closing. So it might be until April and then they close it again. Till December, and then what next? So everybody went for hunker down, right? And the info on PCOS.
Polycystic ovary syndrome. I don't have it. I had a ruptured ovarian cyst at one point, but once I changed my diet, I've stopped having that.
Oh, okay.
But what I'll do is I'll be seeking information. So once I get the information, I will share it on the channel so that we can all be informed.
Okay. Shauna said she had cyst and fibroid removed.
Oh no.
Okay. Hi Shauna. Oh, that's Shauna.
Oh, that's or Shauna.
Yeah. Hi Shauna. Happy Sunday. Thank you, Audrey. Zans. You can't yawn on the people on TV. You know?
And he just woke up.
Your mommy is so busy.
All right. So Q8 says, ladies, please, I'm waiting for my NHT interview. I have my name on a title since I'm 5 years old. Have you ever seen anyone denied because of this? I know it's usually a case by case. Thanks.
All the time.
But all at 5 years old?
All the time.
Oh no.
You better be a good writer. Start write and plead from now. Write a good letter. Plead your case. As you say, it's a case by case, right?
Mm-hmm.
So plead your case. The truth is, NHT, you only wanted to have one property.
One property?
One house.
One house? But I think they should give you the benefit if you yourself haven't used your benefits.
But you have an advantage. So I put your name on a title. I didn't use your NHT. Mm-hmm. You already own a house.
Yeah, but it probably is your childhood home.
I know.
But what about if you need to buy a house with your husband? Like, what you do then?
You buy a house with your husband, but you get a different loan somewhere else. You know, because the NHT loans are subsidized rates. Mm-hmm. They want to make sure that they have money for everybody. But the truth is, the rate at which Jamaicans go for the loan, we don't go for the loans fast, guys, and I don't know why.
We don't.
I mean, by the time you're 23, you should have already taken that loan. You know, buy your first little house or what I'm calling matches box. Buy your first little matches box, right, guys? And
that way, too, you can move on to a different mortgage. By the time you finish off the NHT loan, you still have an age to do that.
Yeah, you can finish. That loan is so cheap, you can finish it in 10 years, right? I finished it in 15.
Mine is finished now, I
think. Toni-Ann's own is finished, though. So she can actually now just go take a loan from another company, you know? So we use NHT, right? So I want you to hear care. You're going to be... you have to plead a case, so start writing a letter from now.
All right, Doreen wants to know, my boyfriend and I want to get a gated community home for our retirement budget is 200,000 Canadian. Retirement is the next 5 years. Do you think we should try to buy now?
If you're buying in Jamaica, yes. Canadians, the British, the Americans, all trying to come home. As a matter of fact, the lockdowns have made it more urgent for them, literally. So those persons who recognized that this lockdown thing was not going to work for them from last year, mm-hmm. They pushed, got their places. A lot of them came out, so they're here now. And when the cities were on the lockdowns, they're saying to themselves, "Thank God, you know,
already here.
Thank God I made it out." Because they want to be stuck in Jamaica where we can grow our own food. That's the key.
Move around in the sunshine. Imagine being in Canada now, it's cold.
Freezing. I mean, yeah, they want to be able to do that, you know. And so they made the move and just switch and said, let's go home. We're not staying. So when I hear that you're locking down until April, when the gate opens, if you're buying now, you should be ready. In 3 months, you have your house and you can boat. Right. And remember, everybody, we're going digital. So those of you who have not learned how to make money in the digital economy, you need to be looking at that. That's what I'm looking on. So persons joining me on Zoom this evening, we're going to be talking about that. You have to learn how to make money digitally. Work online. That way, it doesn't matter where you live. You want to live in Jamaica and do work for Canadians, British, any government, Europe, whatever. You work online, but you have to start studying how you do that, right? The truth is the rest of the world run down left we already with it. So we have to jump on board now, we have high-speed internet here. We're not short of that. You understand? So you can work. As a matter of fact, the call centers, a lot of them, the persons who work at the call centers work from home.
Yeah, they do.
They work from home.
And before they were like, that's not possible. But
yeah.
now,
but yeah, before they wanted everybody in this building. But the time changed people. So I have to switch with it and switch with it fast, right? It's not only Xander must come to digital, him granny too.
She must say she reached out to the owners via Facebook and LinkedIn so far.
And oh, you found them. Yeah. All online platforms where you must make the offer. Make the offer in the communication. Don't just wait on them to respond to you. Make an offer to them. Right? So that them know say you're serious. And when you do have your money. And don't lowball them too. You know how much place selling for? Owners hate when you lowball them.
I know, they're just gonna ignore the message.
Yeah, like when that man come out offer me 13 million for my land. Oh, really?
Didn't you know you're a real estate agent and you know prices?
You don't know me. You don't know Claudia.
Oh.
I'm just my name on paper. I find, and why I'm really doing homework, I find me the one I tell you. Well, I guess I'm on YouTube and I have to find still. On Google and him find.
Jamaica to London wants to know. Lorna wants to know. Good evening, Miss Davis and Toni-Ann and your beautiful grandson. I was the first one to come on this evening and I was having so much problem connecting. I left and just came back. Oh, sorry about that,
Lorna.
Lorna.
About that, Lorna.
London to Jamaica. Do you see any old homes for me yet? For just 2 million. Have we seen any old homes for 2 million as yet? No, the last one we had was what, 5 million?
You want to check the system?
I can look now actually.
$2 million. Boy, we're trying to see if we can find some land and cut it up and give it to for $2 million. That look is a tall order, you told it?
It is.
That's why the developers have not gone that way. That sense. All right, so you're looking for house. And your filter is 2 million or 3 or 2.5. I put 3. And this is anywhere in Jamaica.
Okay.
Anywhere. And that's 30 million. Just put 3 million. We're gonna look 0.
0 houses.
All right. Let's put that to 4 million. Did she say house or land?
Fixer upper house.
4 million. 3 pop up. All right. Let's see where they are. Everybody need to thumbs up if you see in the shared screen.
They're not seeing it as yet.
Okay. Jams. Listen. You look a suit.
I know he looks very nice.
You turn man already. They want make suit for 3 months old baby now. Yeah, one sons. Long sleeve too with button. Jinkleman suit, sons. All right.
It says I'm not allowed to share today.
I'm out of focus, Tony. Okay.
You're out of focus?
And I'm out of
frame.
Frame.
Hello.
Ali, Tony, somebody wants to talk to you about tax filing. Do you have the link? You can put in the.
No, I don't have the link, but you can send me a WhatsApp.
What's the WhatsApp number?
You can send me, well, you can try 2 numbers, 876-370-8138 or 771-6869.
Out of frame. Out of frame, baby. Oh, you are on my mind.
It's not sharing. I'm not sure why. All right, let me just tell you what I'm seeing. We're seeing a Cambridge district that's in St. James. It's a fixer-upper 2-bed, 1-bath, 486 square feet in size.
Oh, we saw this one last week.
Saw this one last week.
So 4 million. That's what 4 million gets you.
No, it's only 3.5.
Oh, 3.5.
And then we saw this one. It's for 4 million now. This one is 62 Spanish Villa, March Pen. It's like an unfinished house.
Coming soon.
This one's an unfinished house. Let me see if this share screen will work again.
Still trying to share?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2,
No, it's still not sharing. All right, so what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to send it to her privately. I think I have your email already, London to Jamaica, and then I can send it to you. All right.
But 2 million, is it from land or house? Old house.
Old house.
Oh.
Oh, Shima says the particular problem is the owner died, but I found the children via Google.
Okay, so if the owner died, they would have to have probated the will before they can sell to you. So you have to make sure you know that as well. If their names are not on the title, they can't sell.
Angela Martin is asking, hello ladies and grandson, I'm seeking an 8 million law property in Portmore as soon as possible.
8 million, where is that? Waterford.
Mm-hmm. They want something in Portmore.
Waterford, Greater Portmore Studio. You can check if you have anything, Tony.
I think there was a quad there for 8 million a few weeks ago.
Quad Zans. Zans? Want to buy a quad?
More.
Want to buy a quad? Want to buy a quad? Yes, Grandma. Why not just search Portmore overall?
I am. It's only showing one thing.
Yeah, but
Let me try Waterford.
Just say Waterford, Greater Portmore, Greater Park.
Greater Park.
I remove the price.
Remove the price.
Remove the restriction.
And I'm looking for a house.
Try share again. You're sure you're unable to share?
Yeah, it's keep giving me the message. So the cheapest thing here is a Waterford for 8.3 million, but this person wants cash only. And
3 bedroom.
This one is gone. So there's only one thing here for 8 million, and it's in Waterford.
One,
and
there
they're
was a
asking for cash.
9.5.
No, this is gone.
That's gone.
Yeah. And the next thing after that is for 11 million in Monza.
Monza? What's a Monza? 2 bed?
It's a 2-bed, 1 bath.
Okay.
Monzas were originally quads, right?
Yeah.
We have some more questions here. Daniel wants to know any land in St. Andrew for 10 million, preferably in the hills.
Cooper's Hill? Maybe. Red Hills? Maybe, yes.
Yeah, there's usually land for that price.
Yeah, Cooper's Hill, Red Hills. Maybe might get lucky in Stony Hill.
Stony Hill? Let me see.
Bless you. I may not be able to share though. I need to fix that. 5 million. Castle James Road, Cooper's Hill. Yes. 1 acre.
You can get Marley Mount for 5. Person said what, 10?
9 million. So 9 million here.
Plantation
Heights for 9. Keith Close, Kingston 19. Where's that? Keith Close.
Keith Close is, let's see.
Red Hills Road.
Swain Spring to Padmore.
Oh, Swain Spring to Padmore. Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's near Stirling Castle.
Yeah, okay. Exams. Call
you can
mommy.
Get Irish Town.
Call mommy.
And Cooper's over here again for 10.5 million, 2/3 of an acre. So there's some land up there.
There's some land up there at that price. Yeah. Where's Abraham Boat? Red Hills.
Yeah, but that's 12 million. Okay, Zoe wants to know, hello ladies and gentlemen, I have a question. If you are buying in a newly built gated community using the services of a real estate agent, do you also need an attorney?
If you're buying what?
If you're buying in a newly built gated community using the services of a real estate agent, do you also need an attorney?
Well, when I'm buying in a gated development, I don't use an attorney. That's me personally.
When you're buying in new developments?
When I'm buying in new developments, yeah.
Because usually there's 100 of you signing the same
contract, yeah. And usually the contracts are standard from the developers.
Yeah. But if you're buying like a resale in the community, then you may need a lawyer at that point.
Right, maybe. It just depends on how, because I've read so many real estate contracts, I can work my way. I kind of know what to look for. So, but irrespective of the fact that you're using a lawyer or not using a lawyer, you need to read your sale agreement, because the sale agreement is going to govern if there's a dispute. That's what the judges will look at when you go to court, right? So you must make sure you read the sale agreement, even if you have a lawyer.
Doreen says there's no flights to Mexico or any Caribbean islands.
No flight to Mexico or from Mexico. Oh, they're not flying to Mexico either.
Or any other Caribbean island.
So are we that a risk? Are we any greater a risk than anywhere else? The Caribbean?
I don't think so. I think they're more a risk to us.
They're more. Where is it? They're more risk to me. Everybody have a hunker down. The thing is, Jamaicans who live in Jamaica, we have the ability to plant our own food, right? So that's what we're looking at now. So any land we have that don't have nothing on it, say, Toni-Ann, let's get this thing cracking. I think governments around the world too should start to look at food security for their people, since we're not traveling anywhere. Yeah. Food security. All right. So those of you who leave land in Jamaica, gone a foreign, and forget about granny and grandpa, mama and dada, and then have all this whole heap of land. Remember, you have the ability to feed yourself. You know, so all these other things that we chase around, you really just need the food, the shelter, and the clothing. From you have shelter, figure out the shelter.
Back in the day, people were self-sufficient.
Yes, we were. We were. People had them little plot of land, plant them food. They would give some to the king as the king's ransom, right? And they feed their families. And to think that back in the day, we were also self-employed. So the shoemaker was self-employed. The little man who made the shoes for the horse hoof. The man who cleaned down the horse. The man who cleaned the stables. Everybody was self-employed. My mother was self-employed. She did her run a hairdressing parlor. My father was self-employed. He run a beef shop, a bar. Then he went into higgling, selling fabric and all those. Is him teach me higgling.
But our family has mostly been self-employed.
Yes, self-employed. I started out being employed and then jumped over into self-employed, because really that's what I grew up in. So I kind of love the buy and sell business. But we have to understand that the world, I know Jamaica is going to feel it under tourism, because I'm listening to the news and listening to everybody, and we're fighting so hard to get the tourists back here. But the truth is that's not going to be happening for a while. So those of you who are in the tourist industry whose jobs relied on tourism, you really need to learn something else now. Retool and come again, right? Pick up back old skills and come again. Because other industries are still doing well, right? Like food industry, the same growing of your food and all those things. And those things are, people have to eat food. Anyway, take it, and people have to live somewhere.
And I think people are eating more food now.
People eating more food now, and construction is booming, is going on still, right? Housing agency just rolled out some houses in Montego Bay. Those of you who are interested in Montego Bay, forgotten what it's called. It came out in the paper today, plus it's online. Go to the Housing Agency of Jamaica website. 2 beds, 1 bath came out at, I think it was 40 million. So you can apply for one of those. All right. I'm a big fan. I saw that. Prevent to pass on, how to parent pass on 3 points, their points to children.
No, that's this one.
Oh yeah, NHT will tell you that though. Go on their website. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you haven't used their NHT benefit, you can pass on the benefit to a child. Parent assist, it's called.
Oh, here's a question. Hi, I'm a big fan. Thank you both for sharing my knowledge. My question, I'm a UK citizen and want to contribute to NHT. Do I register for a TRN? We pay national insurance over here. Do I do the same?
Yeah, you register for TRN, tax registration number. So you have to have that. WhatsApp also send a link. You also will register under voluntary contribution. So voluntary contribution, just type that NHT. Tony can find that voluntary contribution link. It's in the NHT, under the NHT, and they explain everything, how to sign up. Lots of persons have signed up. So we have sold to persons who have now qualified. And if you were contributing before and you moved overseas, so if you were contributing before and you contributed for 1 year, you already qualified. But the fact is, you moved overseas and you stopped contributing. So if you start contributing back now, you only will contribute for 1 year and you'll be qualified again. But those of you who see somebody telling the name there, Edmond Ridge Estate, is that what it's called? If you qualify, if you did not contribute to NHT any at all, you will need to wait 1 year, 2 years, sorry, to qualify. But those of you overseas, and when I say overseas, I don't mean who store away and not have no papers.
Mm-hmm. I mean citizens.
Citizens, green card holders who have permanent residence in the States or any country outside of Jamaica, you will contribute under voluntary contribution. Mm-hmm. Those of you on temporary work visas, like you work on a ship, right? Or they may have recruited you and you work as a nurse in a hospital, but you're on the temporary visa. You're on a temporary visa. You're still a citizen of Jamaica. So you should file your tax returns. You're going to file SO4, SO4. You would file normally and pay NHT, NIS, income tax if it's applicable, and what's the third one? Education. The fourth one, education tax. Right?
Cora wants to know, hi, how much notice do you get when your house will be turned over? I live overseas and would want advance notice. Turn over to what?
You mean you bought into a development, the house is ready and they want to give it to you? Usually they'll write to you and tell you. So once you see the mortgage company paid out the monies, or you paid out the balance of funds, they're ready. Once they ask you for the balance of funds, whether from you if it's cash or from the mortgage company if it's mortgage, they're ready and will be handing over maybe in another 2 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So that's the time, you know. Hi, how much notice? No, same. Hi, ladies. Closing on our property in June. Is getting insurance a requirement? The mortgage company, if it is that you're taking a mortgage, the mortgage company will usually package in insurance, which is for peril. So like fire, flood, hurricane, those things. Mm-hmm. Also, if you're carrying a mortgage, usually they will insure your life and the other person's life. The only way that don't hold is if the person maybe is too old, mm-hmm, and the insurance would be too expensive. But normally my age, Toni-Ann age, yes, you would carry insurance. So if you don't see it, ask for it. It's usually built in. And when you're buying a property, everybody, you want to carry the insurance. If you're a mortgage holder, you want to carry the insurance. That way if something happened to me, Tony will get the place automatic without having to pay the more mortgage, right? Okay. And also if there's a hurricane, storm, flood, rain, earthquake, any of those perils, you're insured as well.
Okay, what if you bought the place cash? Then you'd have to
Then go and seek your own insurance. And you want to protect your cash, your investment. How long should it normally take?
How long should it normally take for the sales agreement signed by both parties to be stamped and released in order for the buyer to move on to the next step of purchasing process?
Anywhere from 2 weeks to a month. That's the stamp office. So if the stamp office looks at it and says, yes, this is the reasonable price for this property, usually they'll probably stamp it to and send it on. They look at it and not so sure, they will want to send an officer there to look at the property to make sure it's not being undersold. It's not being sold for less than what it should be selling for.
Mm-hmm.
So that can take care of a month. It can take care of 2 months.
Oh, if they actually do a physical assessment.
Yes, because it's not yours, they're assessing them, other people to go and look to. Okay. So yes, it can take a while. It's one of the bottlenecks in real estate, everybody.
Tiff wants to know, good afternoon, ladies, which bank is the best to take out a mortgage loan?
The best bank is a bank that will give you the loan. I say that all the time. Listen, I have mortgages with all these banks. The best one is who will give you the mortgage at the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll explain it again. Some banks, the debt service ratio is 50%. That's better for you, because if you're earning 100,000, it means 50,000 of your income can go for loans. So that means you can get a higher dollar value loan. But if the bank's debt service ratio is only 30%, it means only 30% of the 100,000 is used to service debt, which is 30,333, something like that. A third, right?
Which is bad for you.
Which is bad for you because the dollar value. So the dollar value of 50,000 to service might give you a 10 million loan, but a 30,000 to service might only give you a $7 million loan when you actually want a $10 million loan. So it just depends on which bank everybody will give you the loan, right? Out of all the banks, though, Jamaica National have given me 4 loans, is it?
Mm-hmm. They're your gold star bank. They're with you till the end.
Yeah, 4 loans. I don't know if I'm taking no more loan, but 4 loans. Yeah, they're easy to work with.
Yeah, once you give them all your documents, it's smooth sailing after that, really.
Yeah, when I was in the banks taking loans, you would sit in front of the mortgage officer, carry a payslip, job letter, that same time, boom, 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 commitment letter right away to give you the thing and say, yes, you qualify, and boom, it gone. But you can work out if you qualify for the loan. Remember, if I remember what I said, debt service ratio is 50%. Only 50% of your gross income can carry a loan. So let us say you're earning 100,000 per month. You only have 50,000 to service debt. Now, if you have 10,000 paying on a student loan already, 40,000 paying on a car loan already, and that's 50,000, right? And you're earning $100,000 and only 50,000 can carry debt. You cannot take any more debt because you're up to your neck. You're up to your limit of debt, right? And that is, so 40,000 of a car loan and 10,000 of a student loan, you up to the limit. And if you go to another bank and their debt service ratio is 30%, you must have a little bit. You're outside their debt service ratio, right? So
it's good to get rid of some of your debt before you approach the bank.
If it is, but suppose you're a big earner, like you, Tony, you're earning $500,000 a month, and your debt service ratio is 50%, which is 250,000. But you only have 10,000 student loan and 40,000 car loan. You still have 200,000 can pay loan.
Okay.
So then we get a loan. Such a pity I can't share my screen because I wanted to show you how to calculate your mortgage.
I'm not sure why. Normally.
But it's giving you an X across the shared screen.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Unable to share a screen. There is nothing to share. So try share something. It says there's nothing to share.
I know, but I have it up.
And then you're to
So I went to here, share screen, and it says select the screen you want to share. So I want to share my entire screen. It then shows me my entire screen. right? But then when I say allow, it tells you
But
there's
you're
nothing to
only
share.
sharing your screen as we're looking at on YouTube. You need to share a document.
All right, let me.
That's how it is in Zoom when I'm trying to share. I have to open the document.
I know my document is already open. It's a web link.
Right.
So it should just allow me to.
You normally I'd have to click on. Is there anybody familiar with Live Studio and how to share? For some, we used to share last week. For some reason, we seem not to be able to share this week. All right, so good afternoon. So I've answered the question, which is the best bank? It is a bank that will give it a loan. So check with all of them, right? Sometimes it doesn't even matter what the interest rate is, because one interest rate would be 6%, but their debt service ratio is 30%.
Mm-hmm.
The other one's interest rate is 50%. The other one's interest rate is 7%, but their debt service ratio is 50%. So you end up can get the loan from the other one, even though the interest rate is higher, right, everybody? So it is the bank who will give it a loan.
And in the long term, when you have your house, the interest rate don't really mean anything.
Mm-hmm. Is that shubs? What's that word?
Yeah, shubs.
Thank you both. Keep up the great work. Superstars. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Suda Explorer wants to know, is it possible to the viewers called to the live program?
We have not learned that, how to do this with Live Studio.
I think it's possible. I think it's just like sharing the screen with the attorneys, but we'd have to know beforehand.
Tony, we can't even figure out how to share the screen.
All right, here's a question.
NHT is no good.
That's what London to Jamaica is saying.
Why is that, London? Was it you who asked me how to sign up? We gave it a link, right? Did you put in the link?
Yes, I did.
Why is NHT is no good? NHT give me a 6.5. Those of you who live in Jamaica and are self-employed, you need to sign up your NHT. Again, Toni-Ann is offering to do it for you only for the month of February at a little baby money, so that they can go and get your benefit. You can also get you have to contribute to your NIS, so that when you reach my age and beyond, you have a little money put aside for that. Mm-hmm. Also the education tax, because you know we all have children and the government needs the education tax to deal with that, right? Also pay income tax. The government needs income tax for roads, all kind of stuff. They use income. Pay government workers, pay the police, the army, the nurse, the teachers, everybody. So everybody, we have to just pay the taxes, right? So pay the taxes, get on the system. It's not difficult. Government of Jamaica, they've gone digital. Finally. Thank you. So, and the powers that be working them brain to get that going. Great. Big ups to all of you at tax administration who doing a great job. I mean, before it was so tedious, everybody.
I know the online system has gotten better.
Yes, and life is easy now, right? To the point that Toni-Ann now can help you sign up. To show you how easy it is. You can do it yourself, but you know, some of us lazy, like me now, don't want me just pay Toni-Ann as a Toni-Ann, you deal with it. So if you're like that, reach out to Toni-Ann, she'll help you, right?
All right, Audrey Gordon Moore's question is, what is the requirements for a U.S. citizen to receive NHT in the future? So we have the link in the, I pasted a link, which is for the voluntary contribution. What are the requirements of it?
You'd sign up on a voluntary contribution. If you're a U.S. citizen, you don't have to be Jamaican to sign up, actually. So you can sign up the children on a voluntary contribution, and they get the loan.
Do you need to be of Jamaican descent?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Do I? I'm not so sure about that. But you can ask an HT, but as far as I know, you don't have to be a Jamaican to sign to register. So they make life simple.
Pretty Girl Sims is asking, question, can you get loan to buy land and get a construction loan at the same time or 6 months after buying the land? Or how does this, or does this depend on how much you earn, etc.?
This is for any company. It depends how much you earn overall. So let us say the bank told you they will give you 15 million. They can't give you 15 million enough. You might find a piece of land for 5 million, and then you take the land money and the house money and build 10 million.
Okay.
But with NHT, the maximum is 6.5 per person. And the maximum land loan is 2.5. So you can get 2.5 from a 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
You have $4 million leave. And you can just build yourself a little studio.
Okay.
With the 4 million. Problem is some people try to build too much house with the 4 million. I end up don't have nowhere to live, man.
That's a serious talk, you know.
Yeah.
Serious talk.
Come on, guys. You only get 4 million. Just
build a tiny
build
house.
a tiny home, man. Question: can you look? Yes, you can get the loan at the same time. But you buy the land, the thing to get the construction loan, you're going to need a blueprint. So when you do your sale agreement and you're sure you're going through, you can make your architect or your draftsman do up your drawing for the property, whatever you want to put on it. As I say, if you know you're only getting 4 million, don't make the man go draw on a 10-bedroom house. Just draw a 1-bedroom or studio or something. I mean, as you step up in a life.
Not only that, too,
can get more.
If you know you're only getting 4 million, they're not going to give you the loan if you draw more than what the 4 million can build.
But NHC will give you the loan. But NHC is going to tell you a piece of it to build.
Okay.
They're going to cut out the piece and tell you to build it. But the bank, you're not so lucky with the bank. If you can only get 5 million from the bank, your house should not be more than a 500 square foot house. If you can only get 10 million, your house should not be more than a 1,000 square foot house.
Okay.
Because the bank wants a finished house. So just in case you default on the loan, the bank don't want a half-finished house to go sell. They want a full house. They want the whole house. They want a proper house, right? So
Doreen wants to know, thanks ladies, I'll be calling you soon on how to proceed with getting our home in the gate. Okay, no problem.
You want St. Mary or is Lucy Hanover still have available? Ocean Point might still have, but do you have your pre-approval, Doreen? Buying cash, if you don't have your pre-approval, where's the link for the mortgage officers, Tony? If you don't have your pre-approval, put it in the link for the mortgage officers. And put it in. How much links you put it in? 1 or 2?
This is the one for the mortgage officer. That's the one for the mortgage officer.
All right. So you skip some questions.
No, it jumps down to the bottom.
You have a lot of questions holding.
We have to go faster. Okay. So we're here.
Yes, please. I'm also wondering why all realtors have the same listings. Well, that's because I use one database, everybody. We use what's called the multi-listing system, similar to what you use in North America.
But that's actually better for you. So instead of searching 50 real estate websites, you can actually just look at one and see everything. And that's more transparency in the marketplace.
Yeah, but we have a lot of we don't have a lot of listings. That's the thing. So you don't have a lot to choose from. So once you see the place and you love it, just buy it. You know, don't make one reach me, you know, with my $5 million 10-acre land in Spanish. St. Mary. Every day I talk about land.
It had everything you wanted. It had a river at the back.
Had a river at the back, guys.
It had fruit trees.
It had mango.
It was on the main.
Pear, breadfruit, banana, you name it, it was there. And Claudia showed about 7 to 10 persons I showed the land. And every time I go there, I said, Claudia, why don't you just buy this? $5 million for 10 acres of land.
I was on the main, which was so important to you because everything we're looking at now is not on the main.
The person who bought the land actually started up a spring.
Oh,
I am
nice.
so upset. You know, this is missed opportunity, everybody. When you see the place, just buy it. I mean, I've seen other properties, yes, and I run them down and get them. But this one.
What was your hesitation, though?
I don't know.
Maybe because it was your first time looking at so much land to buy?
Maybe.
Usually just buy house.
Sorry, everybody. Rachel, can I get some water?
All right. Look there, somebody likes your hair. Love your hair today, Miss Davis.
Thank you.
That's what Doreen says.
Some Mozando. Or Rude Boy.
So Rude Boy says, thanks for last week. The Richards were very helpful. Yes, they were. Okay, here's a question. Big Belly T. Hey Claudia, big fan of your channel. I'm 19 years old from London and interested in investing in real estate. Could you help me, please?
Sure, Big Belly T. You have a job? Are you working digital? You should be working digital. At 19. You're from, are you Jamaican? Were you born in London or you're Jamaican? Or your parents are Jamaican?
Does it matter?
No, I just want to know.
Oh, he says he's from London.
All right, so we put the mortgage officer link in if you want to get a loan. Richard, you have to bring this big glass. Everybody look what the big glass of Richard bring up. Thanks, Rich. Yeah, so
can you get a loan though at 19?
You need 2 years worth of employment.
Okay, so you close it. So maybe you're working before you're 18.
But I would sign up. You would sign up with National Housing Trust after 1 year you qualify.
Mm-hmm.
So you can beat it that way. 1 year.
No, for Big T, 2 years.
If he's British.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he probably didn't contribute to any at all.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're Jamaican, he says he's from London. Okay. You could also just buy a little piece of land, you know. You haven't started a house. You can buy a little piece of land.
But as a first-time buyer, would you recommend buying land or buy a house? Because maybe you don't know how to deal.
Anything your money can buy. Buy it.
Buy it. Maybe you can get some capital gain on it.
Yes. You can also go plant some tomato and go sell it for $1,000 a pound. $1,000 a pound.
True.
Guys, tomatoes here reach $1,000 a pound. I was like, what? They gone down now to about $200 a pound. But in January, it was raging, man. Mad. How much for a house in Central Village area? Not so sure now. We haven't sold anything in Central Village.
We did. Union Estate, that was 13 million.
Oh, Union Estates. But that's a gated community.
Mm-hmm.
That was a townhouse, 13 million. I'm not so sure where in Central Village you're asking. Ladies, beautiful. Thank you so much. Rachel, bring this scandalous glass for me to drink.
All right, let's see what else we have here. All right, Lloyd wants to know, both ladies are attractively gorgeous. Thank you. Well, I'm very much interested in real estate, so I'm seeking some helpful assistance as a beginner. Give thanks. That's Lloyd Wilson.
Hi, Lloyd. The thing with real estate is like anything else. Buy what you can afford, everybody. Mm-hmm. That's the key. If you wait around, fool around, oh, me don't like this, and oh, me don't want to live in the sun, oh, me can't live in the gunshot zone and Spanish Town, and which part doesn't want to live? Nobody don't want to live at Waterford. Mm-hmm. You don't want to live in Spanish Town. First house I bought was in Spanish Town.
And usually for Spanish Town, it's like they're saying it's too far.
Yeah, you don't want to live too far from where I don't know. It's far from where you work. Thinking that you're going to work there so forever.
Maybe they are.
You know, but these days you can, if you're digitally working, mm-hmm. you can be anywhere in the world.
I always laugh when people say they don't want to live far from where they work. We live in Kingston or St. Andrew, but we work everywhere in Jamaica.
Everywhere. I mean, literally, we went to Clonmel in St. Mary
yesterday.
And then we left there, went to Highgate. We left there, went to Port Maria. Then we left and we went to Draxall.
We're all over the place.
And then we came back into Kingston. Come on, everybody. What are they talking about? You can't live anywhere. You can't live anywhere. You don't have to live beside where you work, which seems to be what it is that you all want. You know? I used to have that problem, you know. Yeah, man, we just start look close enough. Mm-hmm. You want to live Barbican because that's where I want to live a Kingston.
Take you one bus and go work.
Yeah. But the truth is, bit of a Spanish Town. Thank God, me did listen to my boss, Mr. Squire, and to Richard Coley and everybody else who did. I said, Claudia, go buy the Spanish Town house. Suppose we never go buy it. So I bought that house 175, I think it was. 200 with closing. 1989. Got it 1990. And then I sold it in 2006 for 2.6 million. Those same houses today, even if I didn't even change the door, them time they carpet to get when I get a tile on the floor and fancy things when I get now. Right? I had to pay extra for the bath. I couldn't afford a driveway, so it never come with a driveway, come with dirt.
I remember it was like sometimes muddy.
Yeah, right? And today, that same 2-bedroom house will sell for 40 million. Now, the truth is, me that buy a house now, the same $40 million house me never buy. Toni-Ann and Rachel are trying to buy Jamaica, the same $13.5 million house.
Same house.
It's the same house. So if I had waited, I didn't buy, and
it's the same 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom.
It's the same 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom starter unit, because the truth is we have starter job. We're not getting no trust fund from what people them. You understand? Everybody has start life. So when you start in life, remember, what's that? Maslow's law. What is the base need?
Shelter.
Food. Shelter. What else? Clothing. What else? People. Base need. Start with that first. Food, shelter, clothing. For your cover, shelter, you cover how you're going to feed yourself. You cover how you're going to shelter yourself. It's up from there. Get the basics first. So I'm glad, what's his name at 19? What's his name, Tony?
Big T.
Big T. At 19, congratulations, young man. You are, or maybe it could be a young girl too. You are on the right track. You have it right.
Right.
Yeah, you have it right. You have to cover the basics first. A lot of you spend time buying cars first, right? Getting baby mothers first. Our baby fathers first, and
then
all
you
these
worry
things
about where you're gonna put them.
Then you start to look shelter. Come on. Well, I had Toni-Ann at 17. This was all long ago, Toni-Ann, 30 odd years ago. But luckily for me, I read the book Richest Man in Babylon.
You read it early.
Luckily for me, at 19, I read that book. 1988, I read the book. I just happened upon the book in the bookstore, because I'm always going into bookstore to pick up books, because I learned that habit from my mother. My mother would go down a town, and every Friday, every Saturday, she'd pick up a book and I bring home for Claudia. Because me was a reader in my family, and I mean read it out aloud for people, right?
Right.
So she get me, I have only book for kill. I mean, maybe some people can tell them have books from me, because my name is always on the book, and my mommy would give away the book at the end of the year when I finish it. So I not only read the books that was on my book list. That's a mistake a lot of persons are making. You're only reading the books, or you're only allowing your children to read the books that's on the book list. No, you are to read outside of the book list. I'll give you an example. So this book actually, 4-Hour Work Week. I picked up this book. I want to read this. To the stamp here. Sangster's Bookstore.
What's that saying? 10?
The 9th of the 1st, 2010. So I bought the book.
That's a long time.
Yes. 4-Hour Work Week. I read this book. I just took it down from my bookshelf, because I'm going back into this book now to read it again. I read the book, and the book talk about how to only work 4 hours out of the week. This book was talking about all about digitization, automation from
everything
2010.
that's happening now.
Everything that is now I'm trying to learn. When I saw that book today on my bookshelf, I said to myself, Claudia, you got to be kidding. You mean to say you actually had this book fooled around? But luckily I read Richest Man in Babylon. I never fooled with that one. I actually did that one. Richest Man in Babylon, Think and Grow Rich, and Rich Dad Poor Dad by Kiyosaki.
Do you think it's too late to automate our lives?
No, it's not. We're doing it right now. We're automating. So those of you who are in business with us, you know that we're automating a lot of our stuff, right? Because that's where the world is going, everybody. So those of you in jobs that are These jobs that are, we call them brick and mortar. If you notice how many stores are closing worldwide, we're not going back. It's going to fulfillment centers. So you have to get with it. Are you going to be left behind? All right. Now we'll come back to the point. Food, shelter, clothing. Get that under your belt first. Big T, you're on the right path. You want to get this done in another year or two, you would have already knocked that out of the park. And then you can move on to the other things of self-esteem and self-actualization and all those things that Maslow teach you and in his pyramid. But some of you want to jump up to self-actualization before you get shelter. How you going to self-actualize and you not live nowhere? How, Tony?
You can't.
You can't, guys. So I don't want to try and break the rules. The laws, the laws of the universe are real.
And not only that, too, when you have found somewhere to live and you found how you're going to eat and clothe yourself, the worry that you have at that level disappears. And your mind is open to think about other things.
Yes, it's gone, everybody. It's gone. Right? And that is why you can now climb the ladder and self-actualize and boom, 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 and all of the things and when you want to do and, all these things. I tell you, when I bought my first house, it was like.
But do you realize, Mom, that when we used to live at other places, remember we moved almost every other year or so?
Yeah, every 2 years we're moving.
And then when we finally settled here, we really started to see a turnaround in our business.
Mm-hmm. We moved not because, well, initially, I was moving up and down because in the first instance, my mother bolted, went to America. Sorry, everybody. When I was about 11, 12. Went away on a one-entry visa. Said that my father went to take me. He never come. My cousin, we call her Auntie Peaches, she came, took my brother and myself out of Jonestown. That's where my mother left us. In Jonestown, I had just passed for Woolman's. So I used to have to get up every morning, get my brother ready, go drop him a Central Branch, go Woolman's, turn around, come back, right? She came and took us up to Millsboro Avenue, where my father lived. That's in Barbican Heights. There, I had to walk to school every day, even though my father drove a Buick Skylark at the time. Nice car, power window, everything is on the 70s. Never one day carry me to go to school, but I'm glad he never carry me to go to school. No, I'm glad. Because every day walking up Millsboro Avenue, we lived at number 28 at the top. I would see all these nice houses. I kid you not. I talk about when you leave Jonestown, with in 2-room board house, where your mother live in a 2-room, and you reach a Millsboro.
Where you're alone in your room.
Where you are alone in your room. With white furniture. Right? With carpet floor. I'm not talking about little 8x8 room, I talk about 12x12, 30 people, 15x15. Old king bed and dresser and everything. Big closet, everything. You talk about house with basement. Yeah? House at upon 1 acre land. We used to play badminton. My mother sent a badminton set. I mean, my brother used to play badminton on the lawn. Remember where I come from? Jonestown.
There was no lawn.
No. There was no lawn in Jonestown. Where I come from? I remember in Jonestown when we got street lights.
It was a big thing.
It was a big thing when we got street lights. When my damn is wearing a fret about street light. It's there. So I used to have to walk up and down Millsboro. And I would see these houses. Some of these guys had horses on their lawns. And a horse or two. Can you imagine? A horse or two on the lawn, people. I remember one of the houses was like the Matalan's house. My cousin used to say that the Matalan house. And I think they have actually built a townhouse complex there now. I would pass places like the British High Command. I would pass places like the Cuban embassy, them people that live there now. And the Cuban, them could have dropped a party there, see people. Me and my cousin used to come out and stand up at the gate. And they would pass some food and give us just the food alone, We just the food. Cause remember, we not got the party. We not invited. We just some little people, black. As a matter of fact, we were probably the only black family on the road at the time. Yeah, up at 28 Millsboro Avenue. I still remember my father did have some pig. Can you imagine my father put pig for the people in Bossy place and the pig them get one day told me. But people, that was what happened was my father threw me out at 15. So I'm throwing me out at 15, because of course I get too lippy feel now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bounce from here, dear. Go on to me go reach my Aunt Dolly, and my Aunt Dolly teach me a couple things about collect rent and pension and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bounce, I'm a go there, I go here. So I live at quite a number of places. Quite a number. When I had Toni-Ann too as well, and I bought my first house when I was 23, 24. I have to do the maths one day. But when I settled in that house, then I started now to put my shoulder to the wheel, work hard, do my buy and sell. I sell my fabric, I sell my stock in them, I get my pay, I do all these things, you know. But I had the shelter under my belt. So all I had to do now was work and keep my shelter. And then after that, no, I got into construction as a hobby, you know, remember, as a hobby. You take up construction as a hobby, Tony. Then I started building houses. So every house we built, we moved to that house before the house was actually finished, right? So we moved to it and we finished around us, and we moved from there, we'll do our next one, and so on and so forth. But I think these guys, them get too old now to move up and down. But me soon move, gonna leave them. Because I have a project in Red Hills that I'm doing. I'm definitely moving. I'm going. If them don't want to come with me, them stay.
Retro wants to ask,
how much for a house in Central Village took in my states?
No, we answered that over question already.
What is a cheap price? What is
Comments
a cheap price?
So fast.
What is a net worth? Why not answering those questions?
We don't reach them yet. I'm trying to get to the ones.
Yes, we have units in Jamaica. We have a two bedroom, 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom duplex. I see a skimping.
Try not to move too fast.
Grandmama, Jamaica government does not want anyone from England to travel to Jamaica. Yet those people send us so much British pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And plus persons in England have lots of houses here. They have houses here. So at some point they have to come home. Why is it jumping so much?
Because they're commenting so fast.
Oh, guys, yeah, okay. Tony say you're talking too fast now. She can't keep up. Your daughter looks like you, yes, Jackie. So does my grandson look like me. And my other daughter looks like me too. So the genes strong, you know, man. Mm-hmm. All you needed back in the day was a little salting. What's that?
I
don't know.
Salting?
I don't know what that. You're right, Toni-Ann. We pose more risk to Jamaicans. It's Monica. You pose more risk to us, but Jamaicans are resilient people. So, I mean, if you fly the plane, make it come up. Pearsons live here. I would hate to know that I have a house in the States and I cannot go there to look at my house and to stay there. And I don't like that. Mm-hmm. I don't like that. Lots of Jamaicans have homes. Lots of Canadians, British, the Americans have homes here. They want to come and, can you sign up for NHT online? Are you overseas? If you're overseas on a voluntary, yes, you can. If you're local, you have to file a tax return. Tony can help you with that, so you can WhatsApp her.
Dwayne wants to know, question, do you have any land available in Old Harbor? Red Grown, Bartons, Bannister for 2.5. We have a Bannister, but it's for 3.5.
We have a Bannister for 3.5. Let's get a little loan, man, and buy the Bannister. You're not doing? Call us, Ricardo Davis. Maybe if you use the arrow instead of that.
My arrow?
Yeah.
Let me see if I missed anything.
We missed quite a lot, but I don't know if you can get back up here now.
Suzette wants to know, do you have any property available for 6.5 in St. Catherine?
No, we don't.
We don't.
Not right now. Closest thing is Jamaica at 10.5.
And that's a 1-bed, 1-bath.
1-bed, 1-bath. Right. You have any house for 9 to 10? No, just Jamaica for 10.5. Were you at ICD? No, I was at Island Life. You're going to call me tomorrow. Okay, if you don't get me, use a WhatsApp. There is no substitute for food. Yes, Ricardo. Make sure you don't get stuck in our country where you can't grow your food.
Sharon Simon wants to know, are you saying not to use an attorney to purchase a new gated development?
I am saying when I buy into a new development, I don't use a lawyer. That's me personally.
But you have more knowledge than the average person.
Yes, I buy only for real estate. So I read those documents. I can close my eyes and read a sale agreement. And also, can I tell you, I'm a certified paralegal. I went to school, everybody, and did paralegal. And that's part of the paralegal course. So not only do I have road and street knowledge of sale agreement, I have book knowledge too, right?
Book knowledge.
Yes. I have book knowledge of the whole process. Plus, I also did a course at NLA, National Land Agency. They have a course there that they teach you about titles and all of that, right? I want to get some more information on the Truman apartment. We have showings at Truman starting tomorrow between 2 to 4, Monday to Friday.
And that's 9 Truman.
Right. The prices start at 18 million. If you want, you can WhatsApp me. I'll send you the website.
No, not. Well, yes. But I'll have to send a link.
I have to send you a link.
Natalie Jackson wants to know, what if you have an approved loan and then the developer added escalation fee?
You still have to pay the escalation. Escalation is built into the system with the houses, new houses. They can go anywhere up to, is either 10 or 15%, not sure. But yes, that's built in. It's just that they don't tell you up front and then you get caught in the back end. But yes, you do have escalation. Those of you who have not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, remember to subscribe so that you can see when we put up new videos. You can see when we put up new properties. We also give you new information. We also teach you stuff, right? So our channel is one of those that teach you a lot about real estate. I want to get some information on Truman. We did that already. What if they
Belly one is saying, Claudia, can you calculate your mortgage by using an online calculator?
Yes, go to loan amortization calculator. Toni-Ann still hasn't figured out how to share. I wish somebody would tell us how to do it in live studio.
But we've done it before. We're doing the right steps. It's just
I have a video out on it. Just type, what's the video out, right? What's it called? How to calculate your mortgage?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, how to calculate your mortgage. You can use a loan amortization calculator. You put in the interest rate. So you need to know the interest rate from the bank. You need to know the loan, the tenure. So in Jamaica, loans stop at age 70. I don't know about the rest of the world, but in Jamaica, it's at age 70, right? And then what happens is that, so let us say you're 40 now, you get a loan you get a 30-year loan because the loan will stop at age 70. But the maximum loan is 40 years. So if you're 20 now, you're not going to get a 50-year mortgage, you get a 40-year mortgage, right? So you put in 40 for the amount, the length of time. You put in the interest rate, you put in the amount you want to borrow, and then you say calculate. You have to click on the page to share it. Somebody was just telling you.
Click on the page to share it?
Yeah. Click on the page itself, which is what I was saying to you.
Yeah, but I'm on this page, then how do I share it?
You have to click on the page. Click on the page. So in other words, usually when I'm in Zoom, you have all the different pages. I just click on that particular page. It's like it will be in grid. So everything that's open up is in grid. So maybe you would need to click up here to share it when you want to share it, as opposed to try. So you click up here when you're trying to share it.
It doesn't give me the option here. I still have to be on this screen here.
Go back. No, you have to be in, it's like you have to be in, what's that screen? When I'm in Zoom, I know what they're talking about. Oh, guys, you're asking me a lot of questions. In London, you start working at age 16. However, you can't sign a contract here until you're 18. So that's why the 2 years come in now. So 18, 19, 20. So the earliest you can probably try and get one is 20 something. By that time, you would have had 2 years in your job already, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do we stop? Hold on. Too many questions.
I know it's.
If you haven't subscribed to the channel, remember to subscribe. But when the questions are coming so fast.
I know it's like the stream just started to catch up, so you notice it's not moving on that screen.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can get back to them.
A lot easier to answer. Pay property taxes, so low property taxes.
Where's that one?
Tony, you are in charge of the questions. Otherwise, will just run away with it.
That's so true.
You're in charge of the questions. Talk about pay property tax. Pay property tax, it's not so simple as pay property tax 12 years and undisturbed and is yours. You have to be in possession, guys.
Undisturbed.
Yeah. So nobody must come there and say, move off from a land, don't stay here. Blah, blah, blah. You must be in possession, right? And you have to be careful too, you know. People will bulldoze you off them land. If them think you want to take it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've seen that.
Are they in their rights to do that? No.
To do what?
Bulldoze you off.
Are you in your right to take over the people's land?
Well, no.
Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't want to have land like that, though.
Yeah, you should just buy it.
Buy your land the normal way. I mean, you know, that's how you do it.
Somebody saying that they went to Central Branch as well.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What are the questions?
Let's see if we can get them here. It's moving so fast.
Yeah, the questions coming in overwhelming.
Hi, Claudia. That's Jay. I'm qualified for 13 million with my daughter from NHT and want to buy one of the Phoenix part houses. Can you tell me when they're going to be ready? Phoenix
are sold out. Phoenix,
as in Portmore.
Phoenix is sold out. Go onto the Gore Development website and sign up. Might have another face coming in. You can't get into that. Sorry. Go to the Gore Development. So that's Gore Development. Just type in Gore Development, and you'll see them. But you're kind of you're behind the ball with Phoenix. Good day. When is construction expected to start for Jamaica?
It has already started.
They put in a fence. They're doing the drains now. So once they set up a drain with the sewage, then yes, they will start the houses. But they have to catch the levels first. Something about houses 7 years old. Don't use 2, use your arrow.
What is the going price for the 2-bedroom houses in Rhine Park, St. James? Houses 7 years old.
I don't think those will sell for less than 12 to 14. Housing agency just bought out some. That's 14 million for the 2 beds, 1 bath. And I should know the name of the place, and I can't remember it. It's a new name they gave it. Millsboro is now, they already did a development. 28 Millsboro is now a townhouse complex. And they still have the two lions on the gate.
Really? They didn't change that?
Yeah. And the property came up for sale for $85 million, everybody. I was thinking to myself,
if you had 85 million, would you have bought it though? Or there's better use for
85
I would
have,
million?
Just to keep it back in the family. I would have. You know? Hi Claudia. I'm qualified for 13 with my daughter, NHT. Right? That's a Phoenix. Go to the Gore Development website. Jamaica living in the UK.
How much does a 5-house go for in Passage Fort? Looking to buy a 5-house, like a
5-bedroom house. Maybe about 17, 18 by now.
I know. When I sold one 2 years ago, it was for 12.
It was 12 million. And I sold one a couple years before that for 9. We should have bought it. We could have sold her now for 17. Yeah. Passage Fort, all of those houses now, everybody, price is gone up. Let me just say that. Good day. Just rephrasing. Okay, so that was the question.
Do you have any property for 6.5 located in Spanish Town or Old Harbor Bay, or any land for 2.5 located in Spanish Town or Old Harbor Bay?
No, only Bannister for 3.5.
We did have something in
Old Harbor Bay, but that's sold. Yeah, we had something for 6.5, but that's now gone. Selling is old-time talk for most meat or fish.
Oh, okay.
Settling, salting. Oh, I still don't know. It was a question. Hey, Claudia, what's the roughly payment on a mortgage of 20 mil? I can't show it. Go to the loan amortization calculator and put it in. So loan amortization calculator, put in the 20 million in, depending on your age. So if you're 30, you're going to put 40 years because it goes up to age 70. But if you're 50, you're going to put 20 years because it goes up to age 70. And then put in an interest rate of about 8%. 7.5, 8%. That's where the banks are now.
Ruby says, Miss Claudia, big up from one paralegal to another.
Oh, hi. Thank you, Ruby. I mostly use paralegal for my personal use, but it was a good course. So, Ruby, you're a paralegal. You need to link me. Sometimes I have work that I can't give you. So send me a WhatsApp. I think of. Do I have one right now? I can't give you. Somebody asked me to do something about admin to type. Who was it?
Someone's asking, what exactly is Truman? Truman is an apartment.
It's an apartment complex.
With 9 units?
9 units, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's in Richmond Park, 9 Truman Avenue. Showing tomorrow between 2 to 4 p.m. Yes, Ruby, send me information. 292-6776.
Or 370-8138.
Right. Sometimes I need a paralegal. I needed one the other day.
Did you find one?
I think I passed it on to a lawyer, but a paralegal could have done it.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said that Miss Zander this week. He was here.
He was here. He's
probably went to sleep.
Hi, ladies. Looking lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Hit the like button. Yes, and hit the like button. Nice serenity. Hit the like button. How long does a loan eligibility letter from NHD last for?
6 months.
6 months, 3 to 6 months. As long as your job, nothing don't change with your work and so on. Do you have any quads in Portmore area of 6.57?
The last quad I saw came out was for $8 million.
$8 million. You see, if you want quads, everybody looking to glean every Sunday. And I mean literally looking, go buy the gleaner from 4 a.m. when it come out. That's what I mean when I say looking to glean.
Someone's asking if 3 persons can use their NHT together.
No, only 2.
2 persons. It's running too fast.
Running too fast, everybody. You have to stop typing so fast. We can't read the questions. Is there a way to freeze the screen though?
I don't know. It's running so fast.
Maybe if you stop it. Okay.
There's a quad question. Here's a question about 3 persons NHD. Do you have any 2 to 3 bedroom in Salem, St. Anne, and what's the price?
Yes, we have 2 bedrooms, 200,000 US. 3 bedrooms, no. That's all the price I'm giving. 250,000 US now for the 2 bedrooms. 300,000 now for the 3 bedrooms. Right. Send us a WhatsApp. We'll send you the link to the website. Okay. Tony, you have a beautiful voice for broadcasting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Did you get that from me?
Abigail wants to know, hi ladies, how long does a loan? Oh, we did that one already. Oh, somebody says, Benjamin says he went to Central Branch as well.
Oh, that's so much Central Branch. I hear Central Branch have a old girls and boys association in a guys. I didn't join, but you can probably join.
Why haven't you joined?
I have so many things to do. So many things. When it's construction expected, we do that already. Move on, moving down. Passage 4, we did that already. Repeat the question. We did that already. Did that already. Did all of these already.
Oh, it just jumped back to the same place.
Down.
Can you resend the mortgage advisor details? Yes, we can.
that a new link or the old link? Looks like the old link. That the new one?
Mm-hmm. Where is it facing?
Something about investment property in Jamaica. You want me to take that question?
Go ahead. That's Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm. Elizabeth is asking, and it's jumping again. Stop. Where is the question?
It's gone. I think she was asking what's the cost of an investment property.
Yes. I can't really answer that question. All I can say to you is an investment property is a property where the rent or the income from the rent is greater than the expenditure. So your expenditure like mortgage, property tax, insurance, maintenance.
Oh, here's a question now. We can see it. Elizabeth wants to know what is the best place in Jamaica for an investment property?
The best place is where the rent is more than the mortgage, property tax, insurance, maintenance, all expenses. So the best place to buy an investment property is where the rent that you're collecting is more than the expenses. That's when you have an investment property. If it's not that, it don't matter where you buy the property, is not the best place, right? So you have to do the maths on it.
Yeah, because you could buy a 1-bedroom apartment in New Kingston on a high rise, and you're renting it for $1,000 per month. Mm-hmm. But the mortgage is $1,000 per month, and that way stuff like the maintenance is not being able to cover it, and it wouldn't be a good investment property, even though you're renting it.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's asking
any house in Mobile for 13 mil. Yes, some just came out. Housing Agency of Jamaica. Go to the website.
Edmond.
Oh, it's called Ridge. Edmond Ridge.
Thanks, Jan.
Edmond Ridge Estate at Ryan Park, 14 million. Google it. It's there. Go to Housing Agency of Jamaica website and apply online. Probably sold out by now though. They came out yesterday.
Yesterday?
They came out, I think it was Friday.
Oh.
Yeah. They came out on Friday. I was going to chase one, you know.
Really?
Sure.
Where's that? Montego Bay?
Montego Bay.
What are we doing in Montego Bay?
Because we can sleep over if we reach Montego Bay. I don't feel like coming home instead of hanging out in the hotels.
True.
But, phase 1. If you're lucky, you can get in. Trucker. Hello, Claudia. Got the number 4th. Not sure. Is that a question?
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Park is now Edgemont Ridge Estates. Yes. Did you go and run it down? If Montego Bay is where you want, everybody run it down. Just go buy one, right? Just buy one.
So Abigail wants to know: can you renew or extend a loan eligibility letter? Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But don't do that. We get the place.
I mean, if the letter lasts about 6 months or so, you should be able to find something in that time.
Always giving great advice. When you buy with cash, does the sale process go quicker? It should. It should finish in 2-3 months. Yes.
Because it takes off one aspect of it going to the mortgage
companies out of it. Yeah, it does take quicker. Cash can take a month. Yeah, it can. But it depends on if stamp office release it quickly. You're missing some of the questions.
We answered these already. It actually jumped ahead.
Oh, it jumped ahead. Jump backwards.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. So we're on until 5. So we're going to try and see if we can get through everybody's questions. And Tony, I have 237 persons on today. Thank you, everybody, for coming on and for staying with us. If you're not yet subscribed, remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We did these already.
Okay. Cora wants to know, if you are my agent, what service do you provide? I live overseas.
You want your buyer buying a development? Well, usually what I'll do, I'll choose the spot for you. So like those persons who bought in Hills of Draxall.
And Palmbrook.
I actually chose the lots for them, went through, look at all of them and said, yeah, this for you, this for you.
You videoed them too.
Yeah, video them, send them to them. Sometimes I recommend a lawyer if you need one. And just take you through the process, what you need to get. They also
And
had to go under
the mortgage rep too.
Yeah. I needed a mortgage rep, so I had to get a mortgage rep for them as well.
Some persons actually sat for the interviews for them.
Yeah, and some persons actually waiting. If you're doing National Housing Trust loan, for some persons, you send me a power of attorney, and I'll go into the National Housing Trust and represent you under the power of attorney. So I will sign those documents for you. NHT, I wonder why I'm in there so much time.
But I think they know you by now.
Yeah. So you give me a power of attorney and I go in there. So much work me for the people. It's not just said buy the house, I'm gone,
That's the easy part.
That's the easy part. And then for some person, them do get the house now, and me get the key, to put on the light,
change the locks, we've done that.
Yeah. But it's all good. It's all good.
I think we have the best clients though.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Mobile St. Anne, yes. Go on by the
Edmond Ridge,
Ryan Park. Somebody said Miss Londa, she had a shop in Jonestown. Oh, I don't remember. My father had a beef shop and a bar. The beef shop was at Love Street. The bar was at Price Street or Pencil Street. Don't remember. Like, subscribe, and share. Anne-Marie. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Yeah, everybody, give us a thumbs up for the video. Give us a thumbs up.
Anne-Marie says, like, subscribe, and share.
Yes. Good day, ladies. How long does the approval from? I'll answer that already.
Trucker wants to know, hello, Claudia. I get the number for the land in Yallas. We talk about my dad in the weeks. It's Kenmore?
Oh, hi, Kenmore. So you got the number for the land in Yallas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes, I'm with your dad. Okay, good. So you're on your way. Try and sort that out, right? Hi, Kenroy. Where in St. Anne are these houses? Which houses is that?
Maybe the Salem houses, Lakeside View Park.
Salem? It's near Sharkies. Near Sharkies. So the link for the mortgage advisor isn't working.
It's not working. Let me see.
Hold on. You say that the Belieca will be a good investment property to buy. If that's your budget, yes. What else is in Spanish Town gated selling with football field?
I don't think, is there any
walking
other
trail? I'm thinking.
I think you have to go to Old Harbor.
What else is being sold? Spanish Town is actually closer to St. Andrew, closer to Portmore too. It's on the outskirts, everybody. So it's not in Spanish Town. Remember, Spanish Town have a bypass, right? So you bypass, you can keep on the bypass, you can turn left on St. John's Road, or you can turn on Old Harbor Road, and then Featherbed Lane, and then up.
Here's a new mortgage link. Okay. And someone's asking for the Zoom link.
I don't see the mortgage link come up, even though you sent it.
Should show up here.
Okay. Trying to look at two screens. I'm not that ambidextrous at all. Okay, what's the Zoom link?
Let's try and get to another question.
Can you apply to the bank? Something about the bank.
Where you saw that?
All right, scroll. All right, check that link now, see if it's working.
Can you apply for a bank loan to finish pay off the cost of your land? Huh?
Yeah.
Can you apply for a bank loan to finish pay off the cost of your land?
But
so she already has a mortgage on the land and she wants to take like a short-term loan.
Why would you want to? Why would you want to do that though?
Maybe to get a clean title?
No, but yes, would the bank, the loan you're taking is going to be lodged back on the title.
Or maybe you can get one of those, what's it called? A no collateral loan? What's it called?
No collateral loan, interest rates are higher. Well, interest rate might be higher, but you pay it off faster. I don't understand though. You have a loan on the property already, so why you want to take another loan to pay off that loan that's already on the property? Not so sure. You have to explain to me.
Abigail Thompson.
Scrolling down.
Is there anything available in New Harbor Village, and what do they cost?
New Harbor Village. That was done by Gore. We don't have any resales now. We did a resale at 12.5. But by now, I've seen those houses gone up to 14 million. That's the cost now. You've been trying to contact HAG St. Catherine, getting through for weeks now. Go to the website, send them an email, register. Have you registered? I know they haven't started Catherine Estates yet, but lots of person registering. So these are some houses supposed to come out at 5.5, I think, or 6 point something. That is going to be a run for your money.
Everybody's going to try and get that.
Yeah, that's going to be a run for your money. If I were you, I'd start running from now. So HAG, you have to run for those.
Here's a question from Audia Williams.
How do you transfer ownership? I can't see it when it's there. I can only see it here.
How does transfer of ownership work when your mother is handed down her title to you? Handing down
the title. So she would transfer a name to the title.
By way of gift?
By way of gift. Add your name to the title. So I say don't remove your mother's name. If your mother's still alive, don't remove her name. You just add your name to the title under joint tenancy.
An attorney does that.
Or paralegal. Where's the paralegal? Remember to contact me. So contact me. I'll link you up. Hi Claudia. Just checking. More lots. Yes. 1.4 acres. Oh my God.
Lot 11?
Lot 11 and lot 12. We have lot 11, we have lot 12. Struggling with the size now. It's like, well, the price is 165,000 and 176,000.
One is what, 1.6?
One is 1.6 acres?
I think so.
I
think that's 12.
Right. So that's what we have left in Hills of Draxall. Beautiful development, everybody. Congratulations to those who see me in the bush and the dirt road. I say, yes, Miss Davis, I want one. I'm choosing the lot food and the app come and fly in and the glad and the app, you know. And everybody who bought lots at Palmbrook Estates, you have now gotten your titles.
I know.
Your name is on the title. You jump in, even though we never have no title at the time. You jump in and you say, yes, Miss Davis, one. Choose your lot. Your name on the title. Congratulations. Just love you guys. I have one reselling now for 4.5 million. Yes. So if you missed out, you can still get this one, 4.5 million now.
Sharice Hall wants to know, what are your fees for the power of attorney for NHT? Do you have a fee for that?
I've never charged anybody. Now that you say it, I need to charge a fee. Because never charged for run up and down, plus I have to go face the virus. I have to go mask up and gloves up. I should charge a fee.
I think usually because it's usually someone who's purchasing something that you're already selling. You never charge
I've never really charged for it.
Because the best interest is to get the sale moving.
Yeah. But I should charge for it. What do you think I should charge? Tell me. Have you found the property yet to buy?
Sharice,
have you found it? All right.
If I want to sell a piece of land in Jamaica, how much tax do I have to pay the government? And how much is the real estate fees?
All right. So the government will charge you 2% transfer. It's 4% transfer tax, but you pay 2%. It's the back. No, it's 2%. I'm talking rubbish. The transfer tax was changed to 2%.
Okay.
So it's 2% transfer tax. You only pay $2,000 in stamp duty. So when I said 2%, I mean 2% of the value or the sale price, right?
Mm-hmm.
You only pay $2,000 stamp duty. The realtor's fee is usually 5% of the selling price.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What else?
Isn't there another fee that they have to pay?
Well, the sale agreement money.
Right, the sale agreement and the attorney fee.
You share that. So sale agreement might charge you 100,000. You pay 50,000. The buyer pay 50,000.
Mm-hmm. Goodwin wants to know, Claudia, will 30 million Jamaica?
Sharice, you need to tell me how much I must charge you for the power of attorney. And the power of attorney has to be registered at 3 places. So it's we do a lot of running, you know. You have to register at the stamp office, then it register general, then it registers at the titles office. So we do have to do a little running before it is a good power of attorney. And the power of attorney must set to sell, right? So if your power of attorney don't say that, it's not good. Can you renew or extend?
No, it jumped again.
Why is it? Because you keep doing that though. Because they're typing so fast.
Yeah, every time they typed, it jumps on our screen.
Everybody remember to, can I scroll? No. Remember to subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed.
Okay.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Hi ladies, how much for the Camelot? 2-bed, 2-bath, detached by Gore?
Those are about 17 million. Last time when I looked at them. They're nice. You can't do an expansion. But if you're just a minimalist and you just want a place to live, good. If that's your budget, good. You're a blessing, Claudia. You're here to serve. Thank you.
Someone's asking us to pin our contact numbers.
Yes,
so
I'm
we
here
can
to
be
serve.
reached at.
All right, Claudia, will 30 million JA buy a decent 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom in Jamaica? Or is it easier to buy the land and build one? I apologize. I know you're tired of the buy or build question. All right. You can build more house for the money. Yes? So if you have 30 million, you put on 10 million for the land, like the people who bought Hills of Draxall, people who bought Palmetto. So them can literally put on a 1,500 square foot house, which is what the developers will give you, for 15 million, right? But the truth is, a lot of you don't have time to nurse that. Plus, you don't have good contractors. You have been burnt along the way and all of that, right?
And you're overseas, so you can't sit down on your construction site and watch the dollar.
Right. You don't have good if you have good contractor like me, you can do it. Is your first house? Tony asked me that earlier. If it's my first house, depends on your age. If you're young, buy a house. If you're young, you're 19 like 20 like Big T, buy a house. That's what I did at 23. I just bought a 2-bedroom house. Boom, stay night. I only did one addition, the wall at the back, and that was because when it rained, it may flood out one time. So I put up a Jericho wall in the back, you know, friend. Nobody could see that. Nothing could have come through it. So that's all I did. And then I sold the property in 2006.
Somebody saying you should charge $50 for your power of attorney.
Claudia, I think you should charge a fee for every work you do, no matter how simple it is. How much I should charge?
And then another person says $50 for your POA.
$50. How much is $50? $50? How much money is that?
I don't know. Well, you do it for free, though.
Wait a second, but they're zero.
They're zero.
Let me get $50, but should I not? Yeah.
QA say can start work up to the Benz money.
The Benz money. Man, people must see the Benz this week. I saw 2015. 20 I put out the video, man. I saw 2015 Benz parked on the side of a place that are doing a construction for a lady.
And you traverse there all the time.
I traverse there all the
that's
time.
your Benz, you know?
I tell you guys, I saw the Benz 2015. I call the man, I say, then ear cannon, Miss D, it don't have no gear sticking up. Kenan is one of the men who work with big construction. Kenan said, Miss D, it now I'm not here, so can just bump it up. I say, yes, Kenan, that's what, man. There's going on like this. So Kenan, I said, I edge me on and I said, Miss D, just buy the thing. Call man. $5.5 million. Damn. People, when the car money or house money, you know, me have a problem.
The same thing.
Yeah. Think to myself, but what?
You get 5.5, you buy £5 book.
You buy a pound book land. I mean 5.5. I go put a house on a land. You understand what I say? I say, why when the house money or Benz money, when the car money or house money, my head space now no right. But what's the name of the person who's supposed to buy me the Benz? So one of my subscribers says he will buy me the Benz if I lose the weight. So I'm working on it.
You need to lose the weight.
Yeah, what's his name? Samuels.
Yeah, FK Samuels.
FK Samuels. FK Samuels, you on the line? Are you on my YouTube live? Show yourself.
Somebody said you must charge 5,000 Jamaica, and another person 10,000 Jamaica.
I like the 10,000 Jamaica. Not US that. That's only about 70 US dollars. All right. Is it up in 2021? Come down.
What is the cost to add someone to a title for a residential property?
It depends on the value of the property. You're gonna pay the transfer fee. So if you're adding somebody to you, that's you pay half of the transfer amount. So you're going to pay, let's just say the property value of 20 million. The transfer fee is 2%. So you're going to pay 1% of what we say value? 20 million.
Okay.
Right?
And then you pay the person the attorney or the paralegal who's doing the transaction for you. But we don't know that price. So paralegal in my group, link me up. Let me set you up so you can get some work. All right. All right, somebody wants the link for the Zoom meeting. Let me just get that right now.
And make sure you work hard, you know, Miss Paralegal. I forget the name. But she going WhatsApp. She probably WhatsApp me already. She has probably WhatsApp me already.
Let's see if we can get another question. Abigail says, hi ladies, I'm rephrasing my question. I want to know if when purchasing land to finish off payments for the land to be my own, am I able to borrow a bank loan to complete purchase?
You want to know if you have paid off the land loan. Read it again.
I want to know if when purchasing land to finish off payment for the land to be my own, I am able to borrow a bank loan to complete purchase.
To complete purchase of the land?
Maybe they're saying to complete the payment of the mortgage in full.
Read it again.
Hi ladies, I'm rephrasing my question. I want to know if when purchasing land to finish off payment for the land to be my own, am I able to borrow a bank loan to complete purchase?
Yes, you can borrow a bank loan to buy the land. Yes. Yes, I borrow a bank loan to buy land all the time. So the bank, the property is 5 million. You put on 10%, which is 500,000, and you borrow 4.5 million from the bank. And then the bank pay the person who was selling it, and then you pay the bank little. So my Abigail says, don't charge, she'll pay for the gas. Yes, Abigail. All right. How much you say for the lot? Which one of the land?
I think they're talking about the hills of Draxall here.
165,000 US. Well, that's for one of them. And the other one is 176,000 US.
And
they're both over an acre. Just can't remember now how much. I think one is 1.4 and one is 1.6. Don't quote me though. We have another one for 140,000 too. Another one just came up. That person couldn't close on theirs, so another one came up, 140,000. That one I will view. All right, what's another question?
See,
We're
I
going
just
into Zoom
pasted the
shortly.
Zoom link.
And I want to thank everybody for coming on to live and asking us the questions. We want you to buy your property. You must buy this year. Don't wait. Don't wait for any recession or anything that we're going through now to lift. Just push through whatever plans you had, whatever plans you made for January 21 for this year. Just push through with your plans. Do not stop. If you stop, by the time the rest of the world, by the time you come up for air, the rest of the world gone, move, gone, leave you. Right? I see that happen every 10 years, so don't stop. How difficult is the closing process on new construction homes? I heard it's if you leave it here, I can see it.
No, I'm putting it here so that everyone can see it.
Oh.
They can now see it on the screen.
On the screen. Oh. So what's the question?
How difficult is the closing process for new construction homes? I'm overseas. I heard it's a crazy process. Crazy.
How difficult is the construction process? Is that what they asked?
The closing process for new construction homes.
No. Why is that? First of all, the developer would have given you the closing costs for the construction.
Mm-hmm.
You would have had that closing costs.
And they'll tell you if there's an escalation.
Yeah. That's usually there. You have that up front.
And then what happens? You just pay them the money and then they give you your title.
Mm-hmm. So what they asked, which lot is a 4.5? Palmbrook Estate, lot 77 we're selling.
Is it the process of inspecting the home after it's built? Is that the crazy part?
No, she said the closing costs. All right, go to another question.
She says the closing process.
Not so sure. If you're overseas, you would probably need to get your appoint somebody to take over the closing process for you. A friend to collect the documents and all of that, make sure they do what they're supposed to do, kind of thing. I know some of you will be very anxious. You won't be able to travel for another 4 or 5 months. We don't know if that's going to be extended. How long they can keep planes not traveling for, I don't know, but it's just crazy.
Cherie says, hi Claudia, what if you don't charge? I'm interested.
Are you overseas, Cherie? So want to do it for overseas people. And that's for NHD. Plus, you can always get a power of attorney to a friend or a relative to,
Someone wants to know, is it worth buying a fixer-up in 2021?
Personally, me, I don't like fixer-uppers. That's like...
I'd rather buy the empty land and build a new property. That way I get exactly what I want.
Yeah, you don't know what you're getting when you buy these fixer-uppers. I mean...
If I bought a fixer-upper, chances are I'm going to hit it down too and build something new.
So many things to fix that. Plus, everybody, sad to say, but this is still an old house.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you do with it, it's still an old house in an old neighborhood. I'm just saying. All right. So that is like you put in, all right. So I used to love wear fishnet stocking.
Mm-hmm.
So me, 55, imagine me now in a fishnet stocking.
You could still pull it off, Mom.
No, I don't think so. I will never pull out no fishnet stocking and no bee rider, no. No way.
Maybe not the bee rider, but the fishnet, you have really good legs.
Fishnet stocking. So we're just biased because we are into construction and we know how to build houses. Mm-hmm. Toni did plumbing at heart and I did level 1 and 2 construction. For those of you who don't know, right? Toni-Ann run leave the plumbing. She only does plumbing for her properties, for our properties. You can't get her fixed nothing for nobody else. No? Right? Of the other day, what were you fixing the other day again?
The spindle went bad.
The spindle went bad in the shower. Right. So she had to take it out.
And then when I went to turn the lock off broke. So I ended up fixing the lock off and then the spindle. Yeah. It was a night.
And it was in the night. Luckily, the persons who live at the house were men.
Mm-hmm. Very helpful.
Very helpful. I tell you guys, I don't want to bash Jamaican men, so, but they're so nice.
I know one held a flashlight for me, and the other one was a muscle.
Yeah, they're
it's a pleasant experience.
They're just so nice. They're really helpful. Really helpful. And this was in the night we were there.
I know, we were there like, 9, 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock, yeah.
We reached home just before curfew.
Yeah, just before curfew we got home. Hi, Claudia.
Who's that? Kino? Wilton.
Your comment section is robbing you what?
More than 50.
I don't know what that is. You mean talking about the money, them robbing me?
Probably.
Do you have any contractors you can recommend in Manchester?
Manchester. A contractor in Westmoreland, but not Manchester.
Can we take on a job in Manchester? You have to tell me what you're building.
Mm-hmm.
You have the blueprint already.
If you go Manchester, then you have to go to St. Elizabeth.
I have to go Palmetto. I hear you. All right. Why do I have to pay for letters of possession and sales agreement when I'm paying lawyer fee? What does a lawyer fee cover? You have to ask the lawyers that.
Kino?
You can promise it to them, hey, I'm not paying it. See if you can get away with it. Not this cast in stone,
Right, you can negotiate.
Say, hey, you're not paying for it. If you want. And let us.
Somebody asking, Tina, do I have to pay cash for Hills of Draxall?
No, you can use a mortgage. You can use a mortgage. Jamaica National will lend you 75% of the sale price. 75% of the sale price. What is White House Country Club overpriced?
Do you think White House Country Club is overpriced? That's out in Westmoreland, right?
That's Moreland's development you're talking about.
Oh, the beach. Those houses are nice, though.
They're nice, guys. They're nice.
Compared to all the other developments that's happening in Jamaica.
Yeah, that's a big house. I mean, that's some serious square footage.
I know it's a 3-bedroom.
Yeah, some serious square footage. Plus, you like a swimming pool and all of these things.
I know, and you're getting beach access.
Yeah.
And you're on big, large lots.
You're large lots. But one of the things you must remember, I'm going to tell you the same thing my grandaunt, Aunt Dolly, teach me. If you think it overpriced, you can't afford it. Move on.
Yeah, because persons have bought it.
Yeah.
Breeze, right?
I mean, like that, guys. So.
And they're nice. Like, if I had money, I would
If I had the money, I would just buy one. Swimming pool, is contemporary housing, double carport, you name it, you have it.
You have it.
Come full with the fixtures, all fixtures in place, even those fixtures, light fixtures. Yeah.
It's nice.
It's not a budget house.
No.
It's in the upper income bracket.
It's a nice vacation home.
Yeah, people in the upper income bracket, that's a house for them. Right? We are in lower income bracket. Right? Lower. When will the model unit be ready? We're hoping it will be ready this month of February. Hoping it will be ready the month of February. We're still doing the drains and so on.
It keeps jumping.
Keep buying a fixer-upper. If you have the money to buy a new house, buy it instead of a fixer-upper. Remember, these fixer-upper houses are already 50 years old. Mm-hmm. You have to go get engineer report and all these things just to. And they're in older neighborhoods too, right?
Even though I'd probably buy a fixer-upper in Cherry Gardens.
No, I wouldn't. I'd buy the land and villa house.
House.
Hit the like button. Yes, everybody, hit the like button. 10,000 for the fees. I like it. 10,000 for the fees. To Tony, we are charged 10,000 now for the power of dirt. All right. Well, you have another question. You're only 2 minutes away from your Zoom session. We did that already?
It keeps jumping.
It keeps jumping back to the top.
Okay. Hi, Claudia. Do I have to pay cash? Oh, we answered that one. For Hills of Draxall, 4.5. Tonya Harris wants to know, would I be able to apply for a loan if I am a Jamaican living and working overseas outside of NHT, as I already own property required through NHT?
Yes, you can buy another property. The link is in here. Where's the link for the mortgage officer?
It was further up.
The link is there for Tanya, for the mortgage officer. Just click on the link, fill in your details, and we'll get you pre-approved for a loan to see where you would stop for a loan, right?
Mm-hmm.
How you obtain a TRN to purchase the land when you live in the US. We have the link for that as well. You would go to the tax administration website, but you can WhatsApp us and we'll send you the link. You're going to apply online. So you're going to upload all the documents. Upload the documents online. You're going to send it to them of their offices by FedEx, and then they will email you
When you go to the tax administration website, to the right, there's a link that tells you to sign in. If you're not able to sign in, you're going to register for a new account. Once you register and re-log in, then to the left, downwards on the left-hand side at the bottom, it tells you apply for TRN. You click that link and it takes you to the TRN portal, and you're able to follow the steps and register for TRN there.
Right. Did you say UK born Jamaican parents? Yes, you can join NHT on the voluntary. Yes, she wants to know if she can borrow to build on the lot. Yes, we answered that. Draxa. Yes, if you're born of Jamaican parents, you can join NHT.
Tina wants to know what the lawyer fee covers.
Legal work, legal representation.
But usually when you hire the attorney, they send you a document that outlines what their fee is.
Yeah, they do. It's called a retainer document. What is this? I live overseas. My cousin in Jamaica is willing to sign over her NHD to me. How I take my cousin NHD? Email NHD and ask him. But I do know that I know on the parents assist, parents can give you their NHD.
I think siblings too.
Siblings can too. I don't know about cousins, but check. You can email NHD at wecare@nht.gov.jm. wecare@nht.gov.jm. We had a house in Falmouth selling, for 17 million, 2 beds, 2 baths, but somebody put an offer on it last week. Hi, ladies. My home shopping, if waiting on NHT, they say my contribution time ends in July. You can start looking now, but you can't make any offers now. Although you could pay down on developments like a Jamaica, and because the houses will be ready sometime later on this year, and you qualify in June. Just that some developers will ask you for the pre-approval letter upfront, right? Anything for 3.5 in Manchester, I couldn't tell when last I see that. 3.5 in Manchester, we just sold Palmbrook for 3.5. Now they're at 4.5 and 5 million.
What about Newport?
Newport is 3.8. Oh yeah, Manchester. We have Newport. You want Newport? We have quarter acre in Newport selling for 3.8 million. All right, Devon says, hi Devon. Search for property on the real estate websites. A lot of them have properties for which the location map link is very incorrect. Are they obliged to post the correct? They're not obliged.
You don't have to post it. There's actually an option to not post it.
I guess the Google map not searching properly. What we try to do is actually pin our locations so you can get the pin.
Sometimes it's no fault of the agent, really. What happens when you're using the portal, it asks you for the address of the property, and you put in the address of the property, and then it pins where it thinks that address is. So sometimes it's not, because in Jamaica, a lot of places are named the same.
Yes.
And a lot of roads are named the same. It just pins where it knows.
It's not that accurate. You have to pay cash or Draxal, no. All right. We are up onto the time. Remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Remember to like and to share with your family.
I receive under 40,000 per month on payslip. You passed the question, but earning more via commission, which exceeds far more than what is on the payslip. What advice can you give since the bank said I'm not qualified?
Your commission is to go on your payslip. Also, you have to file your tax return with your commissions in it.
Right.
So what you do, if your company is not putting the commission on your payslip, first of all, you make sure all your commissions go to your bank account. So you can show the bank, hey, I'm getting commissions. It's going, and this is it. Also, you file your tax return as self-employed. So you file that, yes, so the 40,000 was paid, they would have taken some taxes. And you file the additional commission pay on your tax return
as self-employed.
That way the bank will see that, yes.
So when you're applying for the loan, you'd show the pay slip plus your tax return.
Just joining. I heard HAG China Harbor is developing land near Mandela Highway. I heard that. I saw it actually. I'm not so sure what it is though.
Where did you see it?
Because like we came through the toll the other day, remember? I was on this new road.
Oh yes.
Yes, on the Mandela Highway. And I was wondering what it was. So is who doing it?
China Harbor and HAG.
Not HAG, HHA.
HHA.
What's HHA? Or you meant HAG?
No, maybe it's HHA.
If it's HAG, I can probably check it out. Not so sure. It's probably commercial though.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be residential.
Residential, right by the highway. Probably commercial. The Zoom link is in the listing already. I received that. All right, so add the commission to your pay or file a tax return with it. Pay quarterly. So file a tax. No. Pay the money quarterly, or wait to file last year tax with the commission and everything so that them can show you can ask Tony to help you. File everything. And remember, you're self-employed, so you save your bills so you can deduct, right?
You're expensive.
You're expensive. Just for China Harbor.
What's that? Telephone?
Need to have a talk. Can I call you tomorrow? You can call me or WhatsApp me. Don't call me. I'm meeting at 10 or I'm meeting at 8. 12 to 2 is good. 2 to 4, we're at Truman. 2 to 4. So you have a window between maybe 12 to 2.
You read this question?
My grandmother
had a piece of land, but she died from 93. I don't have
her death
certification. She died in Florida. I normally pay taxes in my name when I come to Jamaica.
You have to file. You have to do the probate on your grandmother's property.
Mm-hmm.
But then it would pass to your mother
or father,
whoever is the
next blood relative
for your grandmother, and then them would pass it down to you. So, is your mother and father still alive? So probate the will, and it's gonna pass to your mother or father, whomever is for the grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think the time is upon us. We have to get into our Zoom. You want to post a link again for Zoom?
Sure.
Post a link for the mortgage officer. Everybody, thank you so much for staying with us. But we must jump over. That link was the one that wasn't working, remember?
Oh, okay. Let me get the other link.
We have to jump over into the Zoom session right now. But thank you, everybody. Remember, buy real estate. Only spend your money on real estate. Don't spend it on anything else. No, nothing else. Just the real estate. Get it under your belt. As Maslow says, shelter, food, clothing, basic need. So once you become an adult, first thing that you must focus on, right? All them other things, big degree and all of that. No. Don't run that down yet. Focus on your food, your shelter, clothe yourself. Once you figure that out, and you can buy a house with little full work. When I bought my first house, I was stuffing envelopes at Island Life Insurance Company. As a matter of fact, my pay was just a step above the office attendant, the people who make the coffee and tea. That was my pay.
Rich wants to know, are they still doing a part 2 on the Polar Villas?
Yes. Polar 2. Wow. You need to email me, Rich. Or Rich Rizzi. And remember to tell me a handle. So I remember.
Kamisha
Don't
says,
send me email, send me WhatsApp. See quicker.
Kamisha says, should you be worried if the buyer's attorney takes days to correct a minor detail on a sales agreement?
The buyer's attorney, but it's not the buyer's attorney who have the money, you know. It is the seller's attorney who have the money.
Detail on the sale agreement? Well, the buyer's attorney should act fast, and so should the seller's attorney act timely.
Act timely, yes. But it's the seller's attorney who the onus is on. They're the ones who collect the money.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones who also do the sale agreement, right? But if your attorney not moving fast for you, change your attorney, man. Tony, we're wrapping up?
We are wrapping up, yes.
I can't take any more questions, everybody. Jumping over into the Zoom session where no persons are waiting. So thank you so much for staying with us, and we'll see you next week. Well, we hope we can come on early so we can take a question. All right. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you in Zoom.